Hey, it's Lucas, and today I'm going to be trying this Vida Blueberry Cookies cart for the first time. So this is the 800mg Vida Blueberry Cookies cart right here, and I'm going to go through the packaging first like I always do. So this is what it's looking like. It's kind of hard to show you with the glare from the ring light, but I'm going to do my best. Kind of plain packaging. Cover up my prescription label there, silver on the back, and just a label there on the front that I'm going to read out in just a second. I don't know why, but I always assume that these bags are going to be so much bigger than they are. On the website, in my brain, I just picture them to be huge. I know it wouldn't make sense for them to be big, but when they come, they always look so tiny. From memory, I think that this packaging is bigger than the Upstate cart's packaging. Not that that matters, it's just something that I notice right now. So on the front, it says Vida Vapes, Vida Blueberry Cookies Vape Cartridge, THC 800mg, CBD 40mg in 1 ml. This product contains extracted medicinal cannabis and natural terpenes, directions for inhalation use only, warnings, blah blah blah, store above 25C, protect from light, store upright in a secure, cool, dark and dry location, batch number, and then the expiry is the 7th of the 5th, 2025, and then on the back is my prescription label, which I'm not going to read out. So let's go ahead and open this up. This is idiot-proof packaging, clearly. I just snipped off the top because I wasn't messing around with that, but I have a bad track record of opening these wrong. Like, I always kind of tend to rip the other side of the resealable thing, and I end up fucking it up, but today it opened easily, so that's good. If you want to see what the cart looks like, I've attached a short in the pinned comment. I'm not going to show it here because YouTube doesn't like any kind of cannabis content. It doesn't matter whether it's flower, vapes, rosin, anything like that. It doesn't like it when you show it, so if you do want to see what this looks like, click on the link below. So this is a distillate cart and the terpenes are added in. I believe that the terpenes that I used are food grade ones and not actual cannabis derived ones. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard that somewhere. It does smell slightly blueberry-ish. I would say it smells a little bit spicy. I don't know if spicy is the right word, but it does smell like blueberry. It smells a little bit artificial, if I'm being completely serious. It smells not quite candy sweet, but it does smell candy-ish blueberry with a little bit of something on the back end. Smells decent though. For what it's worth, I would give the smell a 6 out of 10. It smells a little bit artificial, but it's not bad. So unlike the Upstate ones, this one has a little label stuck to the actual cart itself that's got information on it. The label reads Vida Blueberry Cookies Vape Cartridge 1 ml, THC 800mg, CBD 40mg in 1 ml for inhalation use only, batch number, and then the expiry on there as well. I will say that I like that over the Upstate ones that don't have anything on them, it just says Upstate on them. And there's a rubber stopper on the top and on the bottom. It's a good idea to keep hold of these so that when you put it back into the bag, or if you're just going to put it in your pocket, it stops any lint or anything getting down there. I'm going to give the looks of the cart itself a 7 out of 10. It doesn't look as sleek as the Upstate ones, but the extra information on there is a really nice touch. The device that I use, the battery, is a Hamilton KR1. It is a very powerful device. I only ever use it on the lowest setting because the highest one, I tried it once and it killed me off. So yeah, I only use it on the lowest setting. Alright, so let's go ahead and try it out. So after one very delicate hit, that was very smooth actually. I didn't cough off that. The flavor is not blueberry. It's like a spicy sort of dank. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's not sweet. It's definitely more on the spicy side, which takes me back to what I said about the smell. It was definitely blueberry, but there was something spicy about it. Just go ahead and take another hit. That second hit got me, I'm not gonna lie. It definitely made me cough, but my lungs have been pretty shit at the moment anyway, so take that with a pinch of salt. There is a little bit of sweetness in there, but it is predominantly spicy and dank. There's not really any sort of flavor that I can put to it. It's just kind of dank. The flavor, in my opinion, is very, well, not very, but it's a little bit similar to the Pineapple Express Upstate cart, because that one was a little bit spicy as well. In my opinion, it does not taste like the Blueberry Kush Upstate one, or the Blueberry, whatever the fuck it was, Upstate one. That one tastes a lot better than this. This one, it's kind of, it doesn't taste like a lot. It's kind of, imagine like when you have flour, and you take a couple of pulls on your dry herb vape, and then the flavor's gone. That's a little bit what this is like. It almost tastes sort of watered down, in my opinion. It's not a bad flavor, it's just lacking, in my opinion. So I've just took 2 big rips on the lowest voltage, which is 3.2. Honestly, I don't know anything about batteries and vaping and all of that sort of thing, so that's not for me to say, but I only use it on low voltage. I'm not going to take any more hits right now because I do need to go to work in less than an hour, and I'm not sure how this is going to affect me going forward, you know? So right now, I feel relaxed. I feel like a sort of fuzziness has come over my body, all the way down my arms, into my fingertips, and on my shoulders. My arms have gone a little bit tingly. I don't feel blasted, but I feel quite floaty. I feel like this might be a creeper, because I didn't feel it immediately after I'd stopped coughing, but now, as I'm stood here talking, it feels like I just said, exactly like I just said. Warmth and fuzziness creeping down my arms, light but also heaviness in my shoulders, like heavy in the sense that I want to sit down, but also light in the sense that I feel like if I went and sat down or laid down after taking a few hits of this, I would feel heavy, but also like I'm floating in a way. It's like my chest feels light, but my shoulder blades feel heavy. I don't know if that makes any sense. This is definitely going to be a shorter video because there's not much to go into detail with about carts. They all sort of look the same. The packaging is not very interesting. The taste is very weak. It tastes quite watery in my opinion, and the effects, I feel quite nice right now. Like I'm not completely stoned out of my mind right now. Like when I hit the blueberry kush or whatever it was, the one from Upstate, that one kind of knocked me a little bit. Like if I hit that too hard, it did make me feel something. And right now this feels like a mellower version of that. Maybe I just have underdosed in a way, because I don't want to, I was going to say overdose then, but that sounds very dramatic. I don't want to vape too much before I have to go to work, because that would be a bad time for everybody involved. Well, actually it wouldn't, it'd be fine, but I just don't want to do that personally. So for now, I'm going to play it safe and say that this does feel weaker than the Upstate carts. It doesn't taste as good or as strong. Maybe as good, I don't think is the right word, because I wouldn't particularly say the Upstate carts taste good. They don't taste bad, but they don't taste amazing. But this feels very, flavour-wise, very watered down. Effects-wise, I feel nice, you know. I actually feel pretty good. It's not overwhelming. It's not underwhelming. It's just a nice level of okay, you know. I just feel nice. You know, that is surprising in itself. This could be my wonder medication. I feel nice. It's a fucking miracle, especially after the morning I've had. Yes, so let's jump into a rating for the first time trying it now. Packaging 5. It's not terrible. Actually, 4. I'm going to give the packaging a 4. It's not very clear. It's kind of hard to read. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this at all due to my camera and also my lighting, but the text is very small. It's not very broken up. Obviously, it says directions and warnings in bold, but it's not very clear. And if you are, I was going to say hard-sighted then, that's not the right thing. I was thinking hard of hearing, but no. If you struggle with your vision, this might be too small for you to read. So I don't like the packaging. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I actually don't like the packaging. I know I said 4, but honestly, 3. Packaging gets a 3. It's boring, it's difficult to read, and I don't like it. So yeah, packaging 3. Smell, I'm going to give a 6, I think. I think 6 is fair. I don't know what I said earlier, but it's definitely going to get a 6. It's not super strong. It does smell quite artificial, but it's not bad, so just a 6. Looks, I'm going to give a 6. I can't remember what I gave the Upstate ones. I do think that they look more premium, even though they're the same price. However, I do like that these ones have a sticker on the side telling you basically what's inside it. The Upstate ones don't have that on there. Also, the Upstate ones have a big THC sticker plastered on it, which is not very discreet at all. This one, you can peel it off, but just the fact that it's slapped on there, this big weed leaf, is, like I said, it's not very discreet. This one doesn't have that. I do like that it's got all the information. I know I'll keep repeating myself. I feel like the effects are hitting right now. But yes, this one, I think they weigh themselves up against each other to equal out to be the same. Like I said, I can't remember what I rated it, but Upstate looks more premium and Vida has the information on it, so they kind of balance each other out. I would give this a 6 out of 10. Like I said, it doesn't look very premium. It looks Almost budget, I would say. Not quite. It's not as good as the Upstate ones. I'll just leave it there. So looks are going to get a 6 out of 10. And the taste, I'm also going to give a 6. It tastes a little bit watery in my opinion. Maybe watery is not the right word, but if you've tried it, then you might understand what I mean. It's not as flavorful as it could be. It tastes a little bit artificial. It's not blueberry, it's a little bit blueberry-ish, but mainly it's just spicy. It tastes a little bit like Pineapple Express one from Upstate, but not exactly the same. In my opinion, it's just fine, but it's not as good as, it has potential to be way better. So, you know, I'm going to give the flavor, I'm going to give it a 6. I was going to give it a 5.5, but I feel like that's really, really harsh. So the flavor's going to get a 6. Effects so far off of those 2 big rips on the lowest voltage, I am going to say I don't feel super medicated. I just feel kind of a nice level of just calm, just okay. I feel like I could probably take another rip or 2, but right now I'm not going to. When I get a little bit more used to the effects, I will. Obviously, when it comes to the main review, you'll see how I feel about it, but for now, I feel like I don't want to take another rip. I'm just gonna go chill for like half an hour before I have to go work. So it's not super powerful, or maybe I just haven't tried enough of it yet, but for now, I'm gonna give the effects a 7 out of 10. I feel nice. And yeah, that's all there is to it, really. So for my first time trying the Vida Blueberry Cookies vape, I'm gonna give it a 6.5. I was going to say 6.75, but I'm going to go for 6.5 just now. That's not a bad score at all. It's not the highest score, it's not the lowest score. It's kind of just over right in the middle. So 6.5, I think that's fair. So before we get out of here, if you have noticed this hat in my video and you want to get yourself one, head over to dankldn.com and anything on the site, everything you can think of, there's 40% off site-wide with my code StonerLucas for the next 2 weeks. If you're watching this outside of 2 weeks after I posted it, then you can still use my code StonerLucas. It's just going to get you 20% off instead. It's still good. Maybe you're not a hat guy, maybe you want a bag, maybe you want a shirt, maybe you want the entire outfit, code StonerLucas for 40% off. If you like this video, leave a like, leave me a comment telling me if you've tried the Vida Blueberry Cookies vape. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you not? Stick around, subscribe for the full review. Peace.